starting the recording.
Okay.
Okay, if everyone can put.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to our class. This is Sean, and I am hiding behind my picture. I've had some skin issues, and I have white zinc oxide all around my eyes. So I don't want that videoed for all to come and later. So I wanted to just kick us off and say that our class today is on cardiovascular system. And I'm pretty sure most of you know what the cardiovascular system is, but just to give you a little bit of a refresher, the cardiovascular system consists of the heart and the circulatory system, including the arteries, the veins, the capillaries. And the heart's job is to pump blood through the vessels, bringing vital oxygen and other nutrients to the body's tissues. And the blood also removes what moves the carbon dioxide and the waste from the cells. And that's something we talk about a lot with essential oils, is that, you know, when you're using essential oils, there are several of them that can help the body remove that waste more efficiently. So you want to make sure that your blood is pumping properly in order to excrete that, you know, to take that waste from the cells to the excretory system. All right, and it also transports important immune cells as well as hormones. So you can see that it's important that you have a good, healthy cardiovascular system to move the immune system and the detoxification. So the blood is to our bodies as the essential oil is to the plant. The plant needs the essential oils, and it helps with the immune system of the plant, and so does our blood. So the essential oil is the blood of the plant. Its immune system acts as plant hormones, carries nutrients into the cells and waste out. So the essential oils help to do the same as our blood. And something I learned recently is that you want to have thin blood in order for everything to work properly. If you're eating a lot of fatty foods and not drinking enough water, your blood starts to get thicker. And you can imagine when things are thick, it's harder for them to flow as easily. So drinking lots of water, eating lots of fruits and vegetables, fruit juices. I've been juicing a lot lately. That's really good for helping to thin your blood. And also, you know, think about some of the detoxification things that we do, that we talk about, like a liver cleanse or a colon cleanse, to help move the waste out so that the blood can do its job better. So that's the cardiovascular system in a nutshell. Kristen, take it away.
All right, so I am going to now talk about a healthy lifestyle. So eating healthy, making sure that we are shopping around the perimeter of the grocery store, and shopping local, making sure that you're getting those local fruits and vegetables. Some of those local meats, maybe those grass-fed lean meats that we might have locally, making sure that if we can get organic, then we focus on getting our organic fruits and vegetables and our lean meats. Whole grains, if you are able to tolerate whole grains, making sure you are getting a good variety of those. If not, focusing on some non-genetically modified whole grains, like our ancient grains, our einkorn, wheat that Young Living has. Even though it's considered wheat, it is an ancient grain that has not been genetically modified. And then our healthy fats, making sure we're getting a good amount of healthy fats in our body, and limiting our sugars. Sugar, whether it's in our treats, whether it's in what we drink, making sure that we are limiting what we are consuming, especially the white processed sugar. Eliminating any of those processed foods that we can possibly eliminate. I know sometimes that can be a struggle, but keeping those down to a minimum. Another one would be sit less and move more. So getting up and moving our bodies instead of taking the elevator, maybe taking the stairs, parking farther away from the door of a store, getting about 3 to 5 days of moderate intensity physical activity. So moderate intensity would make your heart beat faster. When we are exercising and our heart beats faster, our heart is considered to be a muscle, and so we are strengthening that heart muscle. It's also important to get some muscular strengthening activities. So that doesn't necessarily mean lifting weights. That would mean doing some weight bearing activities using our own body weight as resistance. So doing some yoga or some type of stretching or some type of exercises where we are moving our bodies in order to strengthen those muscles, like some mountain climbers, some push-ups, some sit-ups, jumping rope at a moderate speed could also be your cardio as well. And quitting smoking, making sure we're not bringing those toxins into our bodies. Another one is to rethink what we drink. Water, water, water. That's all I can stress, is making sure we're getting at least half of our body weight in ounces of water. More is actually better. Sometimes we have to start off at a baseline and gradually work our way up, but the more water we have, the better. Another reason why water is important, or another thing to go along with water, is potassium. Potassium helps water to enter our cells, and it balances out the sodium for hydration as well as optimal heart health. And so some things that have potassium in them would be bananas, avocado, coconut water, and some dried fruits. So when we have that balance in our body, it helps us to stay hydrated. So making sure not only are we drinking water, but we're getting that potassium as well. Limiting our sugary drinks, making sure that we are having things that might be that would not have natural flavorings in them, because natural flavorings can be a hidden chemical. And so that's why our essential oils can be so great for, our vitality essential oils can be so great for flavoring our waters or maybe some of our other drinks. Limiting alcohol and limiting caffeine as well. Another thing that's important is to know your cholesterol levels. High levels of LDL, which is our bad cholesterol, can be a sign of having some health issues. And we may not even know that we have symptoms because they may be hidden, but there's a fatty buildup in our arteries, and this can lead to a heart attack or even a stroke. So it's important that we know what our levels are and do what's necessary to have our levels be at a healthy level. And know your risk. You might have some hereditary risks, some family history of some heart disease, some diabetes, which can lead to some heart health issues. So knowing what your risk is important so that you can be prepared and know what you need to do to keep that heart operating at a high level. And you need to aim for a healthy weight. So making some choices with what you're eating and moving and drinking can help you to maintain that healthy weight. And limiting our stress. And sometimes that can be hard, especially in what's going on in the world today. But just simply taking a moment, I'm watching Sonia right now as she's got her scent tent around her nose, as she's inhaling her essential oils, and she's breathing deeply. And that just can be so powerful, whether we have our essential oils on us or we're just taking a moment just to inhale and exhale deeply, and just to focus on our breath for even 30 30 seconds to 60 seconds can be so powerful. Finding a way to relax to help reduce stress. Maybe you have a hobby or something that you like to do, and that can help to reduce your stress. Self-development, doing things to improve yourself, reading books, listening to podcasts are so important. You can also, there's so many apps out there nowadays for meditation. Calm is one, Headspace is another one. Those are just some great ways that you can add some healthy, relaxing activity to reduce your stress. And of course, prayer. Whatever your religious belief is, praying for whatever you feel is necessary at the time. And then quality of sleep. We've talked about that quite often in all of our classes. Matter of fact, a lot of these things that I just mentioned, we've talked about quite often. But quality of sleep is so important, making sure that we're using our oils and our supplements to help get a quality sleep. One thing that I ran across was HEART, HEART, and each one stands for something. Hydration, I just talked about that. E stands for essential fatty acids, and I'm going to talk about that in the supplements. A stands for apple, an apple a day helps keep the heart doctor away. There is some truth into that. And if you have an apple-shaped body, you need to be concerned about that, because that is an indicator that you might have some heart issues or be at risk. R stands for red berries, red tomatoes, red wine at a moderate level. The pigmentation in those red objects or red foods can help have great health benefits. So go for the organic version. And then the last one is T for 10. It says 10 essential nutrients. Now, it doesn't list 10 essential nutrients, but what it talks about is it's not just about what you eat, it's also about how you live your life. And it's important to take time for laughter, to breathe, to sleep, and to thoroughly enjoy your life in moderation with certain things. All right, so those are some important things. Oh, and S. Sorry, forgot about S and hearts. And skip the sugar. I already talked about skipping the sugar and how it can cause some issues. All right, so our supplements. I'll talk to you about our supplements. The first one on our list is Ninja Red. Ninja Red is such an amazing whole body supplement. It's a powerhouse of antioxidants. If you are not taking Ninja Red on a regular basis, I strongly suggest that you try some, give it a try for 30 days, and you will see a tremendous amount of energy. You will notice just overall health. It helps with normal cellular function. It's full of calcium. Our body needs calcium for our heart to be healthy. It has vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, and iron. All of those are so important for our healthy hearts. And there's the red drink that you can make, where you take about 2 ounces of Ninja Red, add some water, some sulfurzyme, a few drops of lime vitality, and then I like to add some black pepper vitality to it, and that's my go-to drink. I used to drink it first in the morning about 9 o'clock. Now I drink it about right after lunch, about 12:30, and it helps me to get through that afternoon slump. So I strongly suggest you look into Ninja Red if you haven't tried it. Mineral Essence, we've talked about Mineral Essence in many of our classes, so this is one that really needs to be part of someone's daily routine, not only for the cardiovascular system, but for the other body systems that we've been talking about. It's a powerful, full balanced mineral tincture supplement And our bodies are lacking minerals because the ground does not have the minerals in it that it used to. So we need to supplement those minerals. And this is one way that we can get them in our bodies. It also has the essential oils in there. And when the minerals and essential oils go together, it gives us a real powerful blend. It has magnesium, which is also good for heart health. It has chloride, which is great for blood pressure. If you have issues with blood pressure, you are also at risk for heart health. So it's important that your blood is flowing freely. And you heard Sean talk about the blood needs to be thin, and I'm sure that if your blood is thick, I'm sure that also has an issue with your blood pressure. Next is the longevity soft capsules or gels. It's a pre-mixed essential oil synergy. It's designed to dissolve in the intestine instead of the stomach. And getting these oils into the intestine promotes better health. It's fat soluble antioxidants, and it has a way of protecting the DHA levels. It has the coconut fruit oil, which is great for heart health, the medium chain triglycerides, orange peel oil. The orange peel oil improves the blood flow. So there again, getting that blood flowing through your body. And it also has clove flower bud, which is great for heart health. All right, our omega-Gi. So here is our powerful omega-3 fatty acids. And this is so important for our heart health. Along with these omega-3 fatty acids, we have vitamin D3, and that's the best vitamin D to take. It's important to have the vitamin D3. It has the CoQ10 in it. And so when you mix these omega-3s and the essential oils, it gives you another big bang for your heart health. And of course, the vitamin D3 is great for weight loss. All right, Super B. Super B, we've talked about this one as well throughout our body system classes. It has all of the 8 vitamin B in it. Let me get my supplement reference out because there's so many of them in here. B1 thiamine, which is great for improving the cardiovascular function. It helps to break down fats and proteins and convert carbohydrates into glucose to help give energy to the body to perform various functions. It helps the body to withstand stress. So that's a great one to keep our stress levels down. And then B2 riboflavin, once again, helps the body to break down proteins, fats, and carbohydrates to provide energy. It's a great, powerful anti-inflammatory, and it's known to support the brain, the bones, and the eye health, but also it supports the blood pressure and the cardiovascular system. So then we have B3, which is niacin, which helps to lower the cholesterol. So if you're having high cholesterol issues, it's important to make sure that you are supporting that. It helps to, let's see. It also helps with mental clarity and memory as well. And then we have B5, which is the pantothenic acid, helps to support the metabolism and body functions and converting food into energy. And once again, it's great for anti-inflammatory. And then we have B6, which is the pyridoxine, and this helps the brain. It helps to reduce heart risk. in aids in hemoglobin production, so that's important. And so it's, let's see, oh, and there's more. We have B7, like I said, it's full of it. So biotin and vitamin H. Once again, it converts the fat, protein, and carbohydrates into energy, and it helps to support the healthy heart. And then B9 is the folate, and this is important that you're getting the good quality folate. And we're helping to support the DNA and making sure that we're not iron deficient. And then the B12 helps with red blood cells. And then once again, it has calcium, it has magnesium, it has zinc. So some of those other vitamins and minerals that I talked about in some of the other ones. All right, and then CardioGize. I am not very familiar with CardioGize, so this is a new one for me, but just like it says cardio, it's all for heart health, supporting the cardiovascular system with a combination of herbs, and it has the QCO10 in it. It also has the garlic, and it has some vitamin K to help support the vascular system. And like Sean said, the vascular system kind of goes along with the cardiovascular system. So the blood vessels and everything that the blood travels through. And so the garlic, this is interesting, the garlic extract and easy to swallow capsules can be taken at any time, and adding it into your routine is fast and simple. And then we have the newest, one of our new supplements that came out about a year and a half ago, maybe, I think, the Olive Essentials. Think of the Mediterranean lifestyle. When I think of that, I think of olives and pasta and all of that, but the Spanish olives are huge in keeping our heart healthy, and it has a very great reputation. It has I'm not going to say it right, but it's spelled HYDROXYTYROSOL, and it has as much of that in it as a liter of olive oil would have. So think of a liter of olive oil, that's a huge amount. And so one of those capsules has the same amount of that hydro whatever in it. And that's great for keeping our heart healthy. And if Tara was joining us tonight, she wasn't feeling well, she would share her father-in-law's testimony about how he's been struggling with some heart issues for quite some time. And when he recently went to his heart doctor, he took a bottle of that with him, and his heart doctor said, yes, you need to be taking this because of what it has in it, all the powerful antioxidants. It also has some rosemary vitality in it and some parsley vitality, so that it works well with the olive. All right, so that would be our supplements. And now I will turn it over to Sonia for her part on the oils.
Okay, you guys, Young Living has so many options. It can get overwhelming. You're like, okay, what do I do? Do I do Super B? Do I do Mineral Essence? Do I do Ninja Red? Oh my goodness, it's just an overflow. So I like these classes because it teaches you all the different options that you have. And I do take more and more supplements the more I learn about them, and I just feel healthier and healthier. But I will tell you, longevity capsules I've been wanting, and they're still out of stock. So I'm waiting for those. And Mineral Essence is another one I take. My husband and I take on a regular basis, and that one's out of stock. And the last time I tried to order the Olive Essentials, it was out of stock, but I did take them before, and I really want to get back into them. You know, I you know, I do Weight Watchers and to help me monitor. So 1 teaspoon is like 1 point. So all of essentials would be a lot better for me because it would be 0 points and I can still get the benefits. So I'm hoping they're back in stock. If you guys can look and see with that. So like I said, you know, always just grab onto the things that you feel led to do because there are so many. And Kristen did a great job with explaining that. And I'm going to be sharing with you some essential oils, but a lot of them you probably already have. And now it's just the goal of using them. And I'm just finding like, so what I do in my life, like with health, when I hear that someone has some kind of illness, I go and Google preventative ways to not get that. Because, and all the things that Kristen shared of our lifestyle is pretty much a lot of them say that. Watch your stress, get the right amount of sleep, exercise, low sugar, eat healthier foods, stay away from pesticides and herbicides. It seriously is repetitive. I've been doing this for the past 6 months and it's very similar. So I'm glad we have these classes to continue to repeat it so that we can actually hear it and do it. Okay. So with our oils, with the intro that Sean said about blood pressure, I'm not here to sit here and tell you, oh, high blood pressure, low blood pressure. I'm just going to talk about healthy blood pressure. And I challenge you to do your research and you can message, you know, any of us and we can help you if you have any blood pressure issues that maybe you've learned about. But blood pressure a lot of times has issues due to our stress or our eating, right? And so there are some amazing ones that actually I've heard from so many members on our team, and you guys know a lot of them. And every essential oil can do something different to everyone. So that's why it's nice to have a lot of options on hand. So the ones that I want to share is, you know, to help us, you know, more with our emotion side, to help with our better blood flow. Because, you know, if you get all stressed out, you can tell your heart starts beating faster and you're just more intense and maybe your blood gets thicker, who knows. Okay, so you've got our amazing stress away. I'm looking for my notes and I cannot find where it's, there it is, good for the heart. I have that. So you've got stress away. You've got lavender. I was breathing all these right before we chatted. Actually, lemon from your premium starter kit, you know, is another one. You've got peppermint is another good one. You have Panaway has wintergreen in it, which is great for your cardiovascular system. And I find for me, it's either topically or breathing them. She shared all the ones that you can ingest. These ones I'm just talking about more aromatic topical that you can use. And the other one that is amazing to help calm our bodies down, rosemary. I just did it just now. I was trying them all out. And one of my ultimate favorites is ylang ylang. And you have joy, which is another one which has ylang ylang in it. Those are all ones to help bring happiness to our heart, okay? And it helps us calm down. Maybe we're in a fight or flight situation, maybe it's snowing or we're almost close to a car accident or just the intense stress that you may be dealing with emotionally. These are all ones that will help calm you down and just relax so that the blood can flow just nice and regularly and just make it work. And I've had many stories of, like I said, with the rosemary and the ylang ylang is huge ones that my friends have shared with me that have helped with their blood pressure. Okay, so another one is circulation. Cardiovascular and that whole circulatory system kind of flows together, just like Sean was saying, that the heart pumps that blood through our whole entire body. And we really want it to be thin, but we also need a good circulation for it to go through. My husband deals with a lot of circulation issues. It's just the way his body works. And so for him, I have created a blend. You can take any old bottle that you have that you've used. I buy the Aroma Glides and I've Googled several of them. Peace and Calming works great. Because it's my experience, I can share with you the term. He deals with restless leg syndrome. It's a nervous system issue too, plus he has circulatory issues, which is called Raynaud's he deals with. So a lot of times cypress is a great one that he just rubs on his hands with some coconut oil and it helps bring that circulation back in. Clove is another one that has helped him because it warms the hands and helps bring that blood flow back. So these are great ones to help with that, you know, getting the blood flow to where it needs to go so that you can actually function properly. With the one that he used, one of his favorites is Aroma Seas. Roman chamomile is another one for his legs that just get so achy. But peace and calming on its own is a great one too for him on his legs. He deals with it on a regular basis, but I'll tell you this, when he works out every day, he doesn't deal with this issue. So it's exactly what Kristen Kent was saying is when you're exercising, get your blood flow, get moving, he notices he doesn't have the issue as much. But he doesn't like to work out. He doesn't like it at all. It's just not his thing. I love it. We're opposites. But he's doing it again because he's tired of his restless legs at nighttime. So that's one thing that your body definitely needs. And those oils have helped him. Sean brought up about liver. And I brought up peppermint that's in your kit and lemon, which is another great one. What the liver does is cleanses all those, it's like a filter system. So you don't want it to start spreading all over. You don't want to do bad stuff. So you want to filter that liver so it goes through the rest of your body. You have a good circulation system, cardiovascular with that whole blood flow. Okay, and the last one I'm going to talk about, I didn't bring all my oils here. Ginger is actually good for reducing swelling and muscle soreness. So that doesn't have to be someone who works out, but ginger is a great one and you can actually just use it topically. I think some of the oils that Kristen talked about, you can probably ingest as well. I told you about cypress. Eucalyptus, we always think about respiratory, but it's actually really good for cardiovascular with blood circulation issues, okay? Another one is, I told you wintergreen, and black pepper is another one that's kind of like ginger, where this will warm the body and it helps bring that circulation back to the body. And I told you lavender, I think that's it. And clove I told you guys about because that's a warming one. I think that's, oh, the last one. It's kind of a pricey oil. It's a little bit higher price, but it is such an amazing essential oil. It's called helichrysum. It's like $85 or $90 for a 5 ml. But what it does is it supports normal detoxification process. That's what's so amazing about our essential oils. It helps maintain normal circulatory function. It helps with normal liver function. The liver acts, like I told you, as a water filtration system, filtering through the toxins and attempting them from circulating through the blood. And we want good blood flow. We want good, healthy, like Sean was saying, with the immune system too. So all our systems work together, but tonight our focus is that. So I think that's all I have, unless you guys have extra things that you want to add. We can, or if Sean wanted to come, if she has any other thoughts on supplements or oils that she wants, that maybe she's had experiences with.
No, you guys did amazing.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
All right, well, I'm going to stop the recording. Thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah.